of my friends say, girl, you better take care.
We are in some changing times. Hello, how's everybody doing? Glad to see you can check in. Let's get right at it. We got Ilhan Omar, whose tides are changing for her. The Somalions are making sedacious remarks saying they didn't steal, they didn't take from us. And we have their little Queenie leader, Omar, making snarling remarks at President Trump saying she is an American citizen and she cannot be removed from the United States. So Trump can do nothing to her. And to have good luck trying that. This is a cocky little woman, and she cares nothing of America. There's over 2 million autism claims or asylum claims that are going to be on hold. People are going to be going out of the country at an alarming rate. Trump says that the asylum claims are off, they're on a halt till we find out exactly what we got here. There's going to be a re-vetting, re-going through the program. Because a lot of these people came over there because their country was in bad shape. And America felt pity for them. And they moved to Minnesota, which is a cheaper, easy state to live in. And we got Tampon Tim. Well, we dodged a heck of a bullet. It was worthless as a tampon used. Not doing one thing to stop this crime that is going on over there. Just because it's Minnesota don't mean it's not Florida's taxpayers, New York taxpayers, Indiana, Ohio, Tennessee. All our money is vetted together, and we are paying the United States bills together. So we can thank old Tim, with all his talk and rhetoric against Donald Trump, him and the Kamala freight train, the queen of word salad, for letting all of this happen. And he is turning his eye away from it. There's no way, Tim, that all this money could have went out of your state and you didn't know about it. Also, we got stories on George Soros. And this man is waiting in the wings to destroy America from within. And he hates the government and a lot of the people in the government. And we choose, as weak Americans, to let this transpire. There are a lot of things that I don't believe Ilhan Omar understand. How she got in office, I don't have an idea. There's a lot of things that she doesn't understand about being humble, uh, accepting, and appreciating the position that you may be in. But being haughty, two-faced, and a thief. And she's never addressed it like Obama never addressed his staying status. They allegedly said she married her brother to get over here. But she never brings that up. Because that'd be one of the first things I would clear up. To talk, the rhetoric. Let me straighten this out. Here's the receipts. I wasn't married to my brother. So if something like that starts off, in the beginning, you definitely have something illegal. We have a lot of people come to this country and we actually cave in and bow down to them. Why we do that? Believe me, I have no idea. None whatsoever. But we do. And these people hate the very thought of Americans. They come over here and insist that we learn their language. And we also pay for their interpreters. Yet people have been here 10, 15, 20 years and never even try to speak the English language. But when it comes to receiving the goods of America, of the funds of America, they can talk money. They can communicate to get what they need. And believe me, they tell you everything they need. They get everything under the sun that's supposed to be given to them. Many of these people are invaders on us. They take and they learn every single thing in a bad way that they can get out of America. They take and learn to treasure every opportunity. They learn every grant. They learn every subsidy that America can offer and can give them. And somewhere along the line we have churches, we have schools that are teaching the foreigners to get this. And at the same time, make it make sense to me, we have an 80-year-old, 70-year-old, 60-year-old eating cat food out of a can, or starving, or staying in a cold house year after year until they freeze and die in there. One of the years they just couldn't make it staying warm. Paid their dues in 10, 15, 20 years. And it's sickening. You hand them a check for $700, $1,009. They're supposed to pay their insurance, buy their food, pay their high rent, transportation, clothing. It's pitiful. And when they go to get food, one person And I've seen this with my own eyes. They hand them a card that's worth about $64. Some of them $10. Some of them $12. And people talk of prejudice. People talk of enviness. People talk of hatred. People talk of slavery. Put all that together for me right quick. Because if you came here, you're born and raised here, and if you came here and got vetted here, did your term 15, 20 years, paid your taxes, and the most they can give you is $16, $12 worth of food, a $700 check. This son of a gun comes over here not vetted, not even supposed to be here. And this is what we're fighting for. This is why I'm trying to make sense of this whole thing. We want them to stay. We know why Democrats in Congress want them to stay. Because they give them the nice room, the phone, the food, the free money card. Every 10th or 15, they blow $1,500, $2,000, and like magic, it's full again. They eat good, they drink good. I saw a thing in New York last year where, oh my goodness, they didn't like the food they were getting. And they were serving meals. So New York took it upon themselves to give them a card so they can go out and get the food they want. And where they come from, they've been eating dirt. They ain't had nothing good to eat. But this is how that changes. Am I upset about it? Yeah, I'm upset about it. Because our government has let us down. And I see, I don't care, like I told you before, if you're white, black, yellow, green, orange, I don't care what nationality you are. If you here vetted 100% an American and been doing what you're supposed to do and are a help to society, I got the same feelings for you. Why is it you can't, Biden, jump over the border, Kamala, jump over the border and get everything given to you? And then put up a fight when you don't get it. And America's been blinded. Oh, but they do jobs for us. Without them, we wouldn't make it. We're needed. And they tell you Americans that, but you tell me what job they're doing. Yeah, you have a few of them that work at the labor camps and chicken farms and stuff. Heck, you got Americans there too. And 98% of them don't work. The other 2%, they want your job. They want to pick no watermelons. They don't want to work in no fields. And they'll do anything in their power to get a license and do that. Like we have people like Governor Nelson over there killing people, giving them CDL license. Yeah, it's a truck. I drove them for 15 years. It's nothing to play with. You got to be on your game. You got to understand, because that thing get out of hand, don't stop that fast, somebody dead. You're carrying 80,000 pounds of rolling weight. And you give a license to somebody can't even read. Stop. Highway 85, Highway 90. Bear to the right, bear to the left. Curve coming up, slow down. You give them nothing. And you say you want to be governor. The lives are gone. You yourself should be put in jail. They have ruined, since Americans say, oh, they need them here to work, they have ruined the trucking industry. Ruined it. And people look at trucking now like we're bad people. And when the older guys were there running, they're dedicated. They were there on time. Yeah, there was a few accidents, but nothing like we have it now. And this chaoticness has driven the world to the point where we're not a majority, we're a minority. And Donald Trump's doing the right thing. We get the crime out of here. We get them all off these programs. We have more for the American people. Housing will improve. And it'll be paid for by working people, not given to them. If we just let him get a chance at it, instead of dealing with all these terrible judges we have, we can see one big difference. On Somalions, the young lady I'm going to play to you, she's a foreigner. And she's setting along straight for Omar. This lady thinks she's over here on a dime, and she can just do what she wants. They can rob, they can steal. It's a privilege to be in the United States, because where you come from is Sodom and Gomorrah. It's a privilege to be able to walk around and not be beat, raped, and knocked around like you would in your country. Have to wear something over your head because you're the weaker vessel. American women don't have to do that. We enjoy the beauty of our women's hair. And you talk to our president like he's crap. He's beneath you. Who are you? What have you done for Americans? I forgot. $400 billion. That's what you've done. And we're supposed to say, thank you, Omar. You're a wonderful person. Let's listen to this, y'all, and let's get an idea of what she should be saying and doing. This young lady here, I love her because she respects America and she's humble. Let's take a look.
Because we satisfied the requirements needed to pursue citizenship through a legal process. We applied for naturalization because we satisfied all the requirements needed by immigration in order for us to pursue to become citizens. Natural born citizens cannot be deported. Why? Because they were born here. However, naturalized citizens, we can get our citizenship revoked through through a denaturalization process. And how that can come about is if we are being pursued criminally or civically. And it has to go through the federal courts. When they start civil or criminal proceedings, that's where we can run the risk of having our citizenship revoked. Now, you on the other hand, you are being pursued criminally because it's been alleged that you had committed acts of, when it came to applying for your citizenship, for your naturalized citizenship, you had made some statements which were misrepresented, or you had omitted facts, or you did not tell the truth when it came to applying for your citizenship. Now this alleged information has come about that you had lied on your application. That is why you're being pursued criminally, and that's how you may face being deported or having your citizenship revoked because of those things. The problem with you, Ilhan, is I think you've gotten way too comfortable. To be honest with you, you're very cocky. You're taking this whole thing for granted. The fact that you are in this country, let me tell you something. Being a U.S. citizen, especially being a naturalized U.S. citizen, that is a privilege. It's not a right. I have a privilege, and I am proud, and I am happy. I am grateful that I was awarded and I was afforded that opportunity to be a citizen of this country. America didn't have to do that. They didn't have to, because we satisfied the...
So true. That's very touching. It's a young lady there that realized where she came from, what it took to get here. And as she said, that word fits you very well. Very cocky. Not a bit of humility in you. And that attitude that Americans must bow down to you, and there's nothing we can do about it. On Ion, Moan, Omar, check yourself before you wreck yourself. People will see you on the next one.